Episode 35, Superhero Academy, James Taylor. It is Monday, June 7th. I think it's June 7th. And the thing that's been on my mind this week, getting right into it, is embracing this thing called failure and disappointment. And I guess really what it is the fear of failure and disappointment. In life, we seek challenges and we seek to make those challenges easy. And as soon as they get easy, we get comfortable and complacent after patting ourselves on the back for accomplishing what it is that we set out to accomplish. And I don't know when it sets in. I don't know when it set in for me after trying so many things, failing at so many things, succeeding at all of them in ways, just for the fact that, you set out to try stuff, right? And somewhere along the line, I guess you get tired and you do want to sit around and kind of contemplate everything that you've done, where you've been, and really where it is that you want to go. You can have a bucket list from 0 to 30 years old, all the things that you want to do. And this is why it's not even a midlife crisis anymore. You can have the 20-year-old crisis, the 30-year-old crisis, the 40-year-old crisis. And my dad is 61, and I see older people, our elders, on the regular, and I think, at my age now, I it's hard to believe that we're here. And you go through your hurts and pains, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Friendships, relationships, family members dying off, and you're working this job or that job, and life just kind of, I don't know, it's weird. And so life starts playing its role, and you don't get to really run around anymore, kind of trying stuff, and that sets in. And so in dealing with the adversity of life, we end up doing so much to try and avoid any kind of failure and disappointment. And we gain this fear of trying new things. Is it that we're tired of trying new things? Who really knows? But that aliveness, that youth that you get when you set out to accomplish a new mission, the aging stops. The embracing that stress of the fear of the unknown, embracing the possibility of rejection, failure, disappointment, actually only leads to more success. You figure out the truth of who you are, what you want, what you don't want. And by not trying, that's the only time that you end up having some type of regret about your existence. The fact that you didn't try. Imagine living in a different city every single year of your life. Imagine all the people that you would meet, the places that you would go, the things that you would see. You wouldn't have a chance to age because you'd be constantly taking in these new experiences. You wouldn't have a chance to sit and let yourself age through complacency and being comfortable. The new experiences would keep driving you. and the fear of, like I said, not even the fear at this point, but the tiredness from life's adversity are what drive us to find that comfortable place. And the thing is, there's never any comfort. In life, there's hardly ever any comfort. Even when you do feel comfortable, you're uncomfortable feeling comfortable. We hate it. We hate the fact that we're sitting around doing nothing when that's exactly what we were looking for. And there's a reason for that. The struggle of life is to be embraced. The failure and disappointment that comes with continually trying and living life is what's to be embraced. When you can smile at it. And I guess the quick story for me was just this week. Over the past couple weeks, I had been playing FIFA 20 for a while, and on the PS4. And I've played it off and on for years, and I really enjoy career modes. So you get to make your own character, make them look like you, and you can, go play some soccer, and increase your levels. Obviously, do practice modes and stuff like that, and give your character some real skills. You can get picked up by squads and get paid $500,000 a week in a video game. It's pretty cool. But for me, I had been playing on. So there's what is it? Beginner, amateur, semi-pro, professional, world-class, legendary, and then ultimate. And I had been playing on professional for a while. I think even before I was playing on like semi-pro, so I was never playing on that hard of a level. And you can score 60 goals in a season, and it's nothing. You can score like 10-0. You can 10-0 these squads, and you know what is cool for like 2 years, and it got old. And I knew that to continue enjoying the game, I would have to increase the level. And so after the second season, I increased to world class and was getting my ass kicked. And I hated it. I hated it. Now, I wasn't going to go back a level. You can't go back. But you got an option. The other option is to get better. The other option is to do different practice modes that give you other skills that you need for different levels. And it was uncomfortable. I hated it. I hated the fact that I couldn't just skirt my way through the game anymore. But that's life. Like, we look to find the easiest ways to live life. And that kills the momentum of doing great things. Great things take a lot of energy. But we have that energy. And when that energy goes dormant, I don't know, that's when the aging starts. It's when you stop using something. It's like when you stop using your limbs or you stop working out, all of those muscles atrophy quicker than when you got them. Like, it took you 6 months to put it on, and it takes you 3 weeks to lose it all. That's life. And so to keep trying, to keep going, to embrace failure and disappointment are really, for the game to show me how angry and upset I was that I wasn't getting my way anymore. I mean, I was restarting the console so that I wouldn't take these losses. I mean, I was getting beat 4-0. And eventually I just thought, if you can't take this, how are you going to take life? If you can't just sit here and get better and you're trying to rush through this, how are you going to take life? And it really was a metaphor. It was an analogy for life, how I was treating life. You want things to go easy. But at the same time, we want the challenge. And to just accept the challenge and not worry about the ease, not worry about the comfort, it was a sigh of relief for me the game really showed me how I was going about life. And that's the exhortation this week on this Monday, June 7th, is to embrace the failure and disappointment. Embrace that fear of failure and disappointment. Let that spur you to keep going, to keep trying. The adversity of life is there for a reason. We need it to live, to keep our youth, to stay ageless. You don't age when you're constantly getting new experiences. It's impossible. You get younger by having those new experiences. And to have that resilience in mind, body, and spirit to keep going when things get tough, to never quit, to never give up. We have to keep home. That's a muscle. That's a mind muscle that you have to keep honing. And that's the exhortation. So go in and get after it this week. Try something new. Do something difficult. Up your skill in something. Try something new. If you're not trying something new, give what you're doing everything that you've got. Because that's all we got. And you won't have any regrets living life that way. In fact, it should only lead to more success. There's no way that you can fail if you just keep trying no matter what. Have a great week. Signing off, James Taylor. We'll be back next week with episode 36. And I'll see you then.